This is Inside Indiana Business Radio for the afternoon of Monday, July 27th, 2026. I'm Alex Brown. Boston-based Grillo's Pickles cut the ribbon today on its $54 million pickle production facility in Bartholomew County. CEO Adam Kaufman told Inside Indiana Business the 155,000 square foot plant is indicative of the steady growth the company has seen over the past several years.
The growth that we've had from a small pickle cart on Boston Common to this, we stand outside the facility and just in awe of the work that's gone into it, as well as how exciting it is to finally get it opened and up and running.
The company ultimately plans to add 150 jobs at the Taylorsville facility. J.M. Hutton Company, a precision metal fabrication company in Richmond, is growing its footprint with a planned $6.2 million investment. The company is establishing a new truck cab production line at its 275,000 square foot facility and creating 37 jobs by the end of 2029. In addition to retaining 50 existing employees. More than 100 high schools across the state have formed girls' flag football teams over the past 3 years, positioning the sport to become officially sanctioned as soon as 2027. The Indianapolis Colts announced Sunday the franchise had completed its Road to 100 initiative, focused on growing interest in girls' flag by helping it become fully backed by the Indiana High School Athletic Association. The IHSAA is expected to vote in the spring on fully sanctioning the sport for the 2027 season. From the number one source for Indiana business news, this is Inside Indiana Business Radio.
West Central Indiana is essential to Indiana's future. Join IBJ Media, Inside Indiana Business, and the state of Indiana to explore regional growth Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute for Innovate West Central Indiana, presented by CareSource, Indiana University, and Old National Bank. Featuring Governor Mike Braun and business and community leaders, join us at the Indiana State University Holman Center Thursday, August 13th in Terre Haute. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate.
The Indiana Department of Natural Resources has taken in at least $109 million in wetlands payments from landowners, but many of the projects supposed to offset disruption have stalled since the program's launch in 2018.
The state mitigation program is regulated by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers. The ILFs, or in lieu fees, are payments made by landowners ahead of impacts on land classified by the state or federal government as streams and wetlands. When developers destroy wetlands or streams, the program allows them to purchase a credit from the DNR that satisfies their obligations to mitigate the loss. The responsibility to restore, create, enhance, or preserve a wetland then transfers to the DNR. 2 projects have been fully completed since the program began, said Mark Beckner, Land Acquisition Division Director at the DNR. There are 27 projects in some stage of development, but the program was behind on over 173 wetland credits sold by the acre and nearly 85,000 stream credits sold per linear foot at the end of last year, according to the 2025 annual report from the DNR. Over 60% of all stream credits sold are behind schedule, as well as nearly a third of wetland credits. The buildup is projected to increase this year in just about every service area across the state, the report said. One of the Army Corps districts overseeing Indiana found that its program is not in compliance with this 3 growing season timeframe in all service areas earlier this year. Caitlin Newton, Public Affairs Chief for the Core Louisville District, told the Capitol Chronicle that the Army's engineering branch in June requested the DNR provide a corrective action plan and projected timeline for reducing its outstanding credit obligations. Abriana Herron, Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Aspiring entrepreneurs in Carroll County, as well as business owners looking to grow, have a new opportunity to win financial support, but also gain insights from experienced professionals. Biz Excel, a program of the Carroll County Chamber of Commerce, is hosting its first Excel Carroll Business Growth Challenge. The pitch competition is open to existing business owners in the county and people looking to launch a new venture. A total of $10,000 in prize money will be awarded. Applicants will receive pitch coaching, feedback from experienced business leaders, and an opportunity to showcase their ideas before the community. Applications are due August 10th. CS PowerTech is celebrating the opening of its massive solar cell manufacturing facility at the River Ridge Commerce Center in Jeffersonville. The 750,000 square foot facility represents a nearly $1 billion investment from the subsidiary of Canadian Solar and is expected to create 1,200 manufacturing, engineering, and technical jobs at full capacity. President Rusty Schmidt.
We are a leader in reshoring solar technology here to the U.S. It's part of building up the American manufacturing base. I've been in the industry long enough to have seen it go offshore, and I'm proud to be playing a role in bringing it back onshore.
The facility will ramp production to full capacity for its first phase over the next few months. The company said it expects to begin work on Phase 2 expansion before the end of this year. IU Indianapolis Chancellor Latha Ramchand is this week's guest on the Business and Beyond podcast with Gary Dick, presented by PNC, a weekly conversation with high-profile Hoosiers in business, sports, and entertainment, and beyond. Available now on the IBJ Media app or your favorite podcast provider. I'm Alex Brown for Inside Indiana Business Radio on Demand.